Hey, deserving listeners, let's watch 90 Day Fiancé and react to it. What do you say? Let's do it.
Maybe it's a misconception what you have about like birth control pills. Maybe to tell you about how safe.
I don't want drink.
you,
Because very strange for me hear this. I feel if I say no, your parents say she bad girl.
Because what choice?
Brandon, this is not my parents.
I know,
if
but
same situation with my parents, I say no.
Oh, I have said to them though.
And
I get nowhere.
now I not hear you say no.
Right. So he's saying, oh no, I've told my mom no, I've pushed back on my mom before. And she's saying, I didn't hear any pushback from you. I didn't hear you push back at all. Now, what would I hope for here? Because, he's not going to change overnight. Well, I'd have to be there, but I would have to say, okay, Julia, I hear your frustration. I get it. And let's go. And I can't, you want to change your situation. You want to change Brandon. You want to change Brandon's relationship with his mom. All right. Well, it's a campaign. You're probably not going to be able to do anything, right away. So let's think about the long-term situation here. Let's, communicate your feelings. Let's start there. How are you feeling? What are you seeing? And how does that make you feel? Let's not make demands quite yet. You can certainly say, this is what I want, and this is what I'm willing to do. And I don't like this. I don't like that. But let's not expect things to change overnight. And then turn to Brandon and be like, Brandon, what's going on? How are you feeling? Because there's a possibility that the way Brandon's been treated, he actually doesn't even know what he wants. And that's an important thing. I've said that before. I don't know. But when people have the profile of Brandon and they are even not living with their parents anymore, they still do not know what they want because they were never given a chance to explore that. And so he doesn't necessarily have a internal locus of mission in life. And so his mission in life might be completely just stay out of trouble. I'm going to stay out of trouble from my mom. I'm going to stay out of trouble out of Julia. And so I'm just dodging and weaving and surviving instead of like, well, what do I want? And how am I going to engineer that? What are Julia's wants? What are my mom's wants? What are my wants? That's assertiveness. A lot of people equate assertiveness with saying no. That is not assertiveness. It can be. Assertiveness is understanding your needs and other people's needs, understanding your wants and other people's wants, and considering both at the same time. That's assertiveness. Communicating about what you need. Asking, what do you need? What do you want? Let's talk about it. But I'm not going to give in necessarily, but I'm willing to negotiate. That's assertiveness. And so in order to be assertive, you have to know what you want. You can't only know what someone else wants. Now, Julia probably assumes, she said, I don't know if I showed the clip, he needs to be a man. Well, by implication, I think what she's saying is he needs to stand up for himself. But I don't know if he knows himself yet. We haven't seen that. So for him to stand up for himself, he has to first know himself, which I don't know if he does.
Brandon, we have 3 months before waiting, and we don't have time day because you go work. Morning, maybe I see you, maybe I sleep. I don't know what time you wake up. And next you go working, and the evening I see you say, oh, hi, Brandon. And you go your room, I go my room because you're tired.
If we can stay in the same room and I'm tired, is that like bonding time for you? Is that like quality time together when we sleep?
So you see what he's doing right now. He's essentially deferring to his mom and trying to get Julia to agree to mom's rules, even though he doesn't really want to live by mom's rules. So what does that tell us? I don't know what that says, but that's interesting. You would think in this moment he'd be like, yeah, I get it. I don't like my mom's rules either. I'm on your page. You're right. I am going to come home, and I wish that we could stay in the same room. Why doesn't he say that, right? It says something. It says something that he is participating in the stuckness of this relationship, that the mom might see a lot of things that he is doing that indicates that she should be doing what she's doing. So let's rewind that and watch that. Because this would be a perfect opportunity for him to say, like, you're right. I get it. We're on the same page. My mom is on the other side, but he's not. He's essentially defending the mom's position, even though the mom isn't even in the room. Let's rewind that.
If we can stay in the same room and I'm tired, is that like bonding time for you? Is that like quality time together when we sleep?
Yes, but
If cuddling up, I get that. But if I just go right to sleep.
okay, we have situation.
It's not bad. It's not a bad situation.
It's not good.
So I hope you see what I'm seeing is that what's going on in his mind right now. I'd be so curious. I'd pull him aside and say, so it sounds like you're trying to oppose Julia. It sounds like you are saying that Julia is wrong to want to sleep in the same room with her fiance, and you're both in your mid to late 20s. That seems to be the message you're giving. And he might be saying, no, that's not the message I mean to say. Okay, well, what message are you trying to say? I just wonder if he knows what's happening right now. That's just the big question I have. And I wonder if in the sight of tension and anxiety in the family, which is happening right now, he just wants everyone to get along and he'll do whatever he needs to do to make that happen instead of thinking about the big picture. I don't know, but we'll watch.
My mother's really helping us out. She wants to be a little involved. I don't really see anything wrong with that. We kind of owe her. She did just pay for her flight over. I think Julia should understand and maybe appreciate, like I do, the help she's given.
Maybe if you say we leave, parents change mind.
You went talking with them again?
No, I don't. Why I need talk?
I know.
So you see that? There's this message from him of like, okay, I hear you. So you want to talk to my mom? Because that'll mean I can avoid this. And that's my speculation is that not only him, but the whole family has invited Julia into the system to change the system. The system needs to change. The system doesn't know how to change. And they need a person to come in and everyone is going to socialize her to force the rest of them to change. You saw, she's like, you need to push back on your mom. And he said, oh, so you're going to talk to my mom again? And she says, no, I'm not going to talk. You're going to talk to the mom. So let's see what happens.
Him lie me. Him not say me about this. And we don't need marry if him start lie me more. Your parents don't need worry about pregnant. Because we're not tonight.
Next time on...
All right, that does it for that episode of Psychology in Seattle. Everyone out there, please take care of yourself because you deserve it. You really, really do.